Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, The Soul Way Essence. Those of you who are visiting my channel or listening to my audio message for the first time, welcome. And you can also go to my channel and check out other audio messages. Very important messages have been uploaded, and these are content which can actually help you in your self-healing journey or your spiritual journey or in life in general, right? So I believe everybody will have something to take from those content that I have uploaded. So please do visit if you feel guided. And yes, welcome to my channel. And for those who have already visited my channel before, I just wanted to mention that the channel name has been changed from Soulful Bloom Sanctuary to the Solvay Essence. So this is the current name right now. And yes, the previous thumbnails on my previous audio messages does look like does carry the old name, but yeah, that's all I can manage right now. So the recent uploads have the new name. Okay, so if anybody is hijacking my content, redistributing my content without giving any credits to the channel, please do report those channels, because they are probably plagiarizing the content, right? So please do report those channels, because that is not me again. So yeah, that's one thing. And I have not opened up any private coaching or private counseling sessions. So if anybody is approaching you with that, that is not me again. Okay, so stay away from scammers and imposters out there. And yeah, so let's dive into the full moon in Taurus message today. I have uploaded a journal prompt guide for the full moon in Taurus. Please do listen to that. It's very important, especially when it comes to tracking your personal growth, your personal healing journey, your personal transformation. It's very helpful when you journal. Okay, whatever you feel, whatever emotions is coming up, you are documenting it, and as you heal through it, you will see the progress that you're making in each cycle, right? Energetic cycle. So full moon in Taurus, full moon is all about, again, taking a pause, reevaluating, resting, rejuvenating. This is not the time to take action, or at least aggressive action. Okay, because the cycle is about releasing. Okay, full moon cycles are about releasing, right? And full moon always brings out the hidden emotions, the hidden fears, hidden information which has not been visible up until now, right? All of that comes to the surface in the full moon, right? So a lot of healing and nurturing is what is being suggested during this period. Okay, so feed your spirit, find connections that uplift your soul. Okay, so if you're someone who actually is very nurturing and caring and giving, it's time to do the opposite in this full moon. You have to now nurture yourself. Okay, nurture yourself, take care of yourself, be gentle on yourself, nurture those things that actually bring you happiness. Okay, that brings you healing. Nurture those things in your life, right? Let go of any self-imposed rules or responsibility that is draining your energy. Okay, any kind of rules or regulations or beliefs that are limiting you, that needs to go, that needs to be released. Okay, just let go, don't hold on. Then that again is that that it becomes a life lesson or a spiritual lesson sometimes that you have to break through, right? Invite those connections that actually encourage you to introspect. Okay, that encourage you to be honest with yourself, and also encourages you to grow. Okay, so those kind of people are very rare that we come across, but if you have those people in your life, wherever that may be, in whatever aspect, appreciate their presence, and these are the people you would want to hang around with, right? Okay, so not the ones who are putting a fake smile on their face, and they're just there to benefit from you and just there to you know gain from you. They are not giving back that energy which they are receiving from you. Those are the connections that you need to keep your distance. If you cannot cut them off completely, just maintain a healthy distance so that you don't get too much enmeshed with them and they are sucking you dry. Okay, that's not healthy. Okay, you have to learn how to value yourself, you have to learn how to commit to yourself. Okay, the first commitment should come to as building that connection with yourself. Okay, commit to yourself first before committing to anything else. Okay, so have faith in your inner truth. What is your inner truth? Know that, understand that, feel that. Okay, and express that clearly instead of uh, molding and editing it for others. Trust that inner knowing. You have to trust that inner knowing. You have to trust your intuition. Whatever is your intuition, that is your truth. Whatever your intuition is telling you, that is your inner truth. So trust that. Okay, have faith in that, because intuition is something that is designed by divine to help us. Okay, it's not something that is placed to inject fear. Okay, anything that is making us feel fearful is an illusion. Okay, and that illusion has either been planted by an external entity, or that illusion you have built that for yourself. You have created, or your ego, let's say, has created that illusion to make you feel safe, but that's not true. That's not the reality. If you look deeper, that's not the reality. Okay, so have faith in your inner truth and express that clearly to others, just to keep things in balance. Okay, and keep things healthy. Simple, basically. Stop fitting into other people's expectations and stand in your beliefs of what feels right to you. So, Taurus is about standing strong, standing your ground, okay? Not moving just because other people are chaotic and other people refuse to conform to your beliefs. They don't have to. Let them be who they are. But you have to stand strong in your beliefs. You have to stop molding and changing accordingly, according to other people's expectations. Okay, that's not what we are here to do. Okay, so if you are into that people pleasing behavior, the toxic people pleasing behavior, where we learned how to mold and change in order to please others, in order to have the approval of others, in order to be feel in order to be seen, in order to be appreciated, in order to be loved, all that needs to go now. Okay, it's time to grow up. Okay, it's time to grow up. We have done that when we were when we were children, because that's how we learned how to survive. But as we grow up, as we move into our adulthood, it's time to let those things go. Learn what works for you, what makes you feel better, what makes you feel centered, and stick to those things, and make sure that you're communicating that to others so that they know not to cross your boundaries, right? Look at the community. This is the time to take a pause. Take a pause and look around you. What do you see? What do you see around? How does it make you feel? Okay, look at your community, look at your environment, look at this physical space that you have created in your own house. Okay, that is actually a mirror. Okay, that's reflecting your internal state. Whatever is your internal state of being is being reflected as on the outside environment. Okay, so if your internal state is chaotic, the outside is also chaotic. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. So if your internal state is toxic, imbalanced, out of order, the outside will also look out of order. Okay, so it's time to bring that internal order, so that in the new cycle you can actually see those changes happening around you. Okay, so see, look around you. Do they reflect your inner state of being? Okay, because life does not simply happens to you. We create our life, we create the reality that we are living in, right? So if you want a different reality, you better take better, different steps. You have, if you want something different, you have to move different. Simple. Okay, now build a routine that nurtures you. Okay, build a routine that nurtures you. Routine does not mean that you have to be like a military person and be strict with yourself, because most of the times the routine that we design for ourselves, we are not able to keep up with that, because we feel that being strict will work. Okay, but it doesn't work like that. Find out what kind of routine works for you. Design a routine and stick to that and maintain that, because that is your individualistic routine. Okay, that works for you. What works for others will not work for you. Clear and simple. Okay, focus on uh what vision aligns with your highest reality. Okay, it's time to create that high version of reality which we always have felt that cannot exist. It can. okay, but you have to align your vision with that higher reality. Okay, build that version of reality, right? Actually, taking steps, planning, taking steps to build and create that reality. But if the foundation is not strong, you cannot create that reality. And how can you create that foundation? By building that connection with yourself. Get to know yourself. Who are you? What do you want? Okay, what do you desire to have in your life? What do you want to create in this life? How do you want to show up in the world? All of that matters. All of these questions matters, so don't take it for granted. This full moon is a very, I mean, favorable time to sit down and actually reflect on those things, right? So be intentional about your ideas, and you have a message to share, right? Everybody has a message to share. What is that message that you want to share, right? Gather your thoughts, gather your ideas, and speak with conviction, right? Conviction and intention. So whatever values that you stand for, whatever moral ethics principles, whatever traditions that you want, that you believe in, whatever you are standing on, make sure that you are communicating that to the people around you, because you don't want to surprise them, right? And they should be able to maintain that, uh, they should be able to respect that. If they are not, they are crossing your boundaries in any way, shape or form. You know what to do. You are an adult. I'm sure I'm talking to an adult right now. So the most mature thing to do is to communicate, and if they are not getting the memo, then you have to take a step, you have to take an action. So it does not have to be a drastic action right away. Give them the time, give them that space to get to learn who you are and what are your needs, and accordingly, if they will shift and change with time. If that's not happening, then you might have to maintain distance with those individuals, right? So break away from traditions and old outdated versions of yourself. Whatever you have done up, however you have shown up in the world up until now, that will automatically change in the next cycle. So if you're holding on to some past versions of yourself which is not helping you and not serving you in this new energetic space that we are in right now as a collective, you will automatically see that things are falling apart, because reality is now being created by the minute, by the hour. Okay, so if you're not being intentional about how you want to create your reality, how you want your reality to look like, to feel like, you know things will be moving rapidly and you will not be able to keep up with it. So it's best to sit down and reflect. Okay, so break away from the traditions that you were holding on to tightly, okay, but they are clearly not helping you. Okay, old outdated thinking, old outdated beliefs, all of that needs to be released in this full moon. It's a very good time to do that. Embrace new methods, new roads, new avenues that take you out of your comfort zone. So Taurus is very uh, well known for staying in their comfort zones. They rarely step out of their comfort zones, but this full moon you are being encouraged to actually learn something from your opposite axis zodiac sign, which is Scorpio. Scorpio is all about taking risks. Scorpio is all about change and transformation, right? So learn something from Scorpio. Okay, if you are a Taurian, learn something from the Scorpions, right? They can shift and change with the flow of life, right? So you have to adapt that nature, become a friend of change, right? Change can look ugly, change can look messy, change can look difficult, but once you step into it and start moving, you will see that with time you are actually enjoying it. So embrace new methods, new techniques of new ways of being in the world, new ways of creating that space for yourself where you can grow. Okay, we are not meant to be holding on to things forever. We have to learn how to keep moving. And how will that momentum or that pace be maintained if you stay stuck in one place forever, right? So don't just follow others, trust your own journey, create your own path, and be brave and bold about your vision and dreams. Okay, take risk, but what, well thought out, healthy risks. We are not talking about being reckless. Risk taking risks is not about being reckless. Okay, let me mention that clearly. Okay, so take calculated healthy risks that actually aligns with your vision or aligns with your dreams, and you keep moving towards that goal in that direction, right? Ground your dreams with practical steps. So your dreams do need practical plan, right? So make sure that you're taking time for that. Like, take time out to sit down and reflect on that vision that you want to create, that vision that you have that is not yet a reality. How can you make that a reality? How can you bring that into your physical space, that vision that you hold for yourself, for your life, for your for your finances, for your career, whatever that is. Okay, take time out every day to work on that. Okay, work on those practical matters that will actually make your dreams a reality, right? Believe in that. Most importantly, believe in your dreams, and understand why your ideas will be uh, executed. Why do you have those ideas, and why do you want to execute those ideas in action, right, in reality? Explore, research for clarity, and take advice and help, right? So don't be too stubborn about being independent and always have to be in charge. Okay, all that is fine, but if you are entering a zone or entering a new space where you don't know something and you feel that you might need assistance, you might need a little bit of advice or suggestion from someone who is experienced, someone who has already done something before, just allow yourself to get that help, allow yourself to receive that assistance. And just don't be so hard on yourself. Taurians, or people who have strong Taurus placement in their charts, they tend to be very hard on themselves. So don't be stubborn. Okay, don't be too stubborn. Okay, and headstrong about certain things. Okay, you have to learn how to be flexible. As I said, learn to be adapt and learn how to be flexible with the changing times, so that you can take advantage of the shifts, the energetic shifts that are happening in the higher dimensions, in the higher realms, and ultimately you will see those shifts and changes coming down in the physical reality. And then how do you cope with that? All of a sudden the whole world will change. One day you will just wake up and you will see the whole world has changed. How do you cope with that? How will you manage then? So it's always better to learn how to take those small steps to shift and change, and not be afraid of taking risks, right? So yeah, so that was the message for full moon in Taurus. Make sure that you're making time out for yourself to relax and rejuvenate and reflect on what needs to change in your life currently. What new foundation are you building for yourself? Okay, the old foundations had were in place and they had served, it has served its purpose, right? But now some parts of it needs to go. So what part of that needs to go? That's what you have to figure out. Okay, so with that, I want to end this message. Thank you for being here, and thank you for listening to my audio messages. Do check out the other updates on my channel, and I'll be back again with another audio message like this. Take care and bye bye.